Extinguished in Beijing 4 years ago, the runway to reaching Milano Cortina felt infinite. Years of training and testing, conditioning and competing, all with one goal in mind, but it felt light years away. But that long wait, seemingly eternal, is nearly over. The torch is en route and the moment is quickly arriving. Today, though, we come inside the ice arena, marking the final day of one of the final tune-ups ahead of the moment of a lifetime in Italy. And while some of the biggest names in the world of speed skating are not here, Olympic spots are still here to earn, along with coveted continental championships. From Tomaszow, Mazowiecki, it's the final day of the 2026 ISU European Speed Skating Championships. Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to the European Championships. Patrick Keane is with you today on this final day. A look at the schedule of events. We'll kick off with the women's team pursuit, the men's 1500, the women's 1000, the men's 500, and we'll cap things off with the mass starts. It's been a banner weekend here on the home ice for Team Poland. 5 golds, 1 silver, a couple of track records as well, and they have acquitted themselves so well. Aaron Tomaszow, Mazowiecki. What we've seen over the course of the weekend, a couple of golds on the men's individual side in the 5K and the 1,000 meter, a gold in the team sprint. The women from Poland, a gold and silver in the women's 500, and then a gold in the team sprint. They are gearing up for one final day on home ice, and then one more final tune-up coming up at Inzel in a couple of weeks before the speed skating world will descend in Italy for the Olympic Winter Games. Quite a weekend we've seen already, but one more excellent day of racing. So track records already set here 4 times over. Vladimir Simarudi in the men's 5,000. The women's team sprint from Poland, Jomek Nogal, Wojciech Bosek, 127 low. Italy in the team pursuit also set a track record. Davide Giotto, Giovannini, and Malfatti, and then Ragnhild Viklund in the women's 3,000 meter set a track record as well. So the fans settling in for the final day. It'll be a busy day on the ice as we get a look at the conditions inside the ice arena. Great to have you with us. Final day of the European Championships. And if you've been following over the course of the weekend, a lot of big names are not here. Olympic trials for many countries who have been held over the last few weeks. And those athletes who have qualified back continuing their training, looking ahead to next month's Olympic Games. But others still slots to fill here and European Championships and hardware to win. We will kick off day 3's action with the women's team pursuits. Originally, we had 5 teams scheduled to race. One evidently has been scratched here over the last hour or so, so we will only see Germany and Poland in the opening pair, the Dutch and Belgium in the second pair. Czechia was scheduled to go, but scratched earlier today. I've seen a couple of modifications to now the final start list for many of these events here today, and we're just about ready to roll here. You have 4 of the top 10 ranked women's team pursuit squads here on the ice, and they're breaking are the Germans. They will start in the finishing straight. And Team Poland right now currently ranked number 10. There they are.
At the crossing straight. Team Poland.
The trio from Poland right on the ice. What a weekend it has been. 5 golds, 1 silver combined for the men's and women's side for Team Poland. There's a look at Team Germany. Volker, Schaefer, Eslunds. Sophia Braun in the white armband will be at the head of the pack for Poland.
Ready.
So off we go, day 3 from Tomaszow, Mazowiecki. And a head-on look at Team Poland. Natalia Bierzik in the red armband. Joanna Sison in the yellow at the back of the pack for Poland.
Rywalizację rozpoczęły z reprezentacją Niemiec.
And there are the Germans, Ashley Volker, this is Schaefer, and Eslunds in the yellow for Germany. When you look at the World Cup over the course of this year, only 4 teams have landed on the podium in the women's team pursuit. Poland and Germany have not been on the podium yet. Germany, the world number 5 coming in, but it's been the Canadians, the Japanese, the Americans, and 1 gold for the Dutch in the 3 runnings of the women's team pursuit so far. Canada and Japan have been on the podium in all 3. 4 laps to go. Poland right now almost 2 seconds clear of Germany. Sophia Braun at the head of the trio for Poland. The lead now almost 2.5 seconds for Poland. And already the fans here at the ice arena in full voice. The Polish flags waving in what has already been a huge weekend for the Polish speed skaters. And the lead on Germany closing in on 3 seconds. And now over 3 seconds. Again, only 2 pairs here in the women's team pursuit. The Dutch and Belgium will be in the second pair. There's the Germans tethered together. 2 laps to come. And Poland's lead further extended beyond 3 seconds now. Just trying to stay connected with about 1.5 laps to go. Coming to the bell lap for Poland. Fans to their feet already. The bell in the background. And the lead is just a hair under 3 seconds.
This is the final lap.
Braun will lead Team Poland into the final corner. They spread across the ice, and here they come, trying to set the time to beat with the Dutch and Belgium on the way. And the clock will stop when the third skater crosses the line. 3:07.72 for Team Poland. They claim the pair by 1 3/4 seconds. Losing some time over the final couple of laps. Germany made a bit of an inroad. 3:07.72. And with only 4 teams competing here in the European team pursuit on the women's side, a podium guarantee for Team Poland. But what flavor will the medal be? That's an impressive ride there for Poland. Again, they came in number 10 in the world. Germany was ranked number 5, and Team Poland really owned that pair right from the gun. And now the second and final pair of the team pursuit, the Dutch and Belgium.
Race number 2, starting at the crossing straight.
There
Team
is
Belgium.
Team Belgium. Brent Van Houts, Isabel Van Elst, Sandrine Tas, the 3 on the ice for Belgium. Sanny Inthoff, Elendine Kim Tausma on the ice for the Dutch. Most of the Olympic contingent, matter of fact, I believe all of the Olympic contingent for the Netherlands are back home in training. So off we go, final pair. Again, the Dutch, the world number 4, but this is not going to be their Olympic trio. We'll see how these 3 look. Belgium, meanwhile, the world number 9 in the white armband. Leading the way is Fran Van Hout. Red Elves in the red, toss in the yellow. And Belgium out quickly, 1922 opener.
Reprezentacja Belgii.
Team Belgium is currently leading in the race.
But with most of the Olympic team for the Dutch back home continuing to train for the Olympics next month, great opportunity for experience. Talisman 24, it's off 27 years old. Evelyn is 23 for the Dutch. And the Dutch doing a nice job closing in. About 4/10 separating the two, but slightly off the time early set by Poland. But again, we saw Team Poland fade a bit over the final couple of laps. We'll see how the times look. And this one very tight.
Team Belgium is still leading in the race, and it's 4 laps to go.
A w drużynie Niderlandów Sanne intro. Evelyn Levy.
And the Dutch now on top by about a third of a second, but still on the chase of Poland. 5 golds already this weekend for the men and women of Poland. But now the Dutch in the green for the first time ahead of Poland's time.
Fastest time, and it's 2 laps to go.
14:58 on that last half lap. And looking strong and getting stronger.
Ale już w tej chwili broniący tytułu.
Inzelhoff in the white leads the way for the Dutch. They're now a second clear with 2 laps to go.
Najlepszy czas.
This will just put on display the awesome depth that Team Netherlands has on its roster. Now better than 2 seconds clear. Belgium is now slightly ahead of Team Poland as well. Another 14-7 for the Netherlands. Here's the bell.
And this is the
A
final
14.76 on that half lap for the Netherlands. And they are now comfortably in charge inside the final lap. Like great shots of the stroke unison right there, the synchronicity. Almost 5 seconds clear now. Again, Poland struggled over the last couple laps, but the Netherlands, again, 14.7s, 14.8s. And they're going to come home easily if they stay on their blades here to the line. And the Netherlands a 3:01.35.
time for Team Netherlands 3:01.35. Team Belgium 3:03.98.
Belgium a 3:03.98. Poland will finish with bronze here at the Europeans. How about that for an effort?
Second place Belgium and 3rd place Poland.
Sandy, Evelyn, and Kim bringing it home in terrific fashion.
Niderlandów.
That will make the kingdom proud.
Dziś debiutujący w Mistrzostwach Europy.
Took a lap or two for these 3 Dutch skaters to kind of ramp it up,
Polek i
but then
na
they
miejscu 4.
found their timing, found their stride, and easily putting away the other 3 teams in the field. So officially a 3:01.355 for the Netherlands. And so the Dutch will claim their first gold of any kind this weekend at the European Championships. Tim Prince took silver in the men's 1,000, a silver in the men's team sprint, silver in the men's team pursuit. And it's off, took bronze in the women's 3K. But on top of the podium will be the Dutch. The official results: gold to Netherlands, silver to Belgium, bronze to Poland, and Germany finishing 4th. And there are the European champs. You go back to Beijing, it was Canada in Olympic record time, winning gold in the team pursuit. Japan took silver in Beijing. The Dutch won bronze. But they have set their sights far higher this year, but that will be a big challenge next month in Italy. So another race, another medal for Poland this weekend here at the European Championships. There's been only a handful of events so far where Poland has not been on the podium at all. So the team pursuit in the books. The next event on the docket will be the men's 1500, and we'll have the defending European champion from 2024, Peter Kogshaug. He'll be in the final pair. Tim Prinz still trying to get over the salty omission of the Olympic team for the Dutch. He'll be in pair 9 in the 1500. And we'll move on to the women's 1000, the men's 500. See what David Zurek can do as the world number 2 in that race. Zurek has already claimed European gold this week in the men's 1000. And then the mass start will wrap up the competition. Schedule has the men's 1500 kicking off in about 19 minutes time. It's 16 minutes past the top of the hour. So it's the Dutch, Belgium, and Poland. Gold, silver, bronze in the women's team pursuit. So stick around. We are just underway. Day 3 from Tomaszow, Mazowiecki. The 2026 ISU European Championships. Stay tuned.
We are just getting ready for the victory ceremony for Team Pursuit Women.
I proszę Państwa, po raz kolejny z wielką przyjemnością zapraszam do ceremonii dekoracji biegu drużynowym kobiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the victory ceremony for 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Championships Team Pursuit Women. Bronze medalists, Team Poland. Medals and local gifts are being presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Albert Hasanov, and the president of Polish Speed Skating Association, Mr. Rafał Tatarow. Team Poland. Silver medalists, Team Belgium. Team Belgium. And now, gold medalists and 2026 ISU European champions, Team Pursuit Women, Team Netherlands. Team Netherlands. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise for the national anthem of the Netherlands. Congratulations to the 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Champions and medalists, Team Pursuit Women.
Proszę Państwa, pierwsza konkurencja zakończona, medale wręczone. Gratulacje dla medalistek, reprezentantki Holandii ze złotym.
Lively atmosphere back inside the ice arena. Tomaszow, Mazowiecki, the ISU European Speed Skating Championships in 2026 continue. Award ceremony a moment ago for the women's team pursuit. Gold to the Dutch. And now ready for the men's 1500 meter. And look at the start list. The top 4 ranked skaters over the course of the World Cup campaign not here. Jordan Stoltz of the United States has won each of the 4 1,500-meter rides so far this year. Kale Naus has been on the podium all 4 times as well, but Tim Prinz in pair 9. He's the highest rated skater in this 1,500, but Peter Kongsog at the bottom in pair 10. He is the reigning European 1,500-meter champion from a couple of years ago and was also the champion of the 1,500 all-round last year at the Euros. So still some high-quality skaters. We will see some youngsters in the field, some others who haven't really gotten a lot of spotlight time over the course of the first couple of months. And here we go, pair 1. Jonas Valge of Estonia was a late scratch, so Francisco Betti will overtake that spot. He will start in the inner representing Italy. There he is, 25-year-old.
Francesco Betti.
And Betti was 13th in the 1,000-meter earlier this weekend.
Representing Germany, Luca Matteo Stevens.
And Luca Matteo Stevens from Germany. At the World Junior Championships last year, he was 5th in the 5K, 10th in the mass starts. Stevens just 19 years of age on the left side of your screen for Germany. Here we go, men's 1,500 meter, first of 10 pair. Great opportunity for some of the youngsters, and Stevens is the youngest in the field at 19. Vladimir Severuni already golden this week in the men's 5K. He will be in pair 5, now representing Poland. 24:30 opener for Betti. 24:85 for Stevens. And over the World Cup, 1,500 meter has been raced 4 times. So the combined 12 medals have been spread across only 4 skaters. Ning, Sonikov, Naus, and the 4 golds for Jordan Stoltz of the United States. 50:86 so far, the leading time for Betti. .26.56 in that first full lap. 27.93 there, and into the final lap, 3 3/4 lap race. And Betti a couple of seconds clear of Stevens. So Betti will throw down the time to beat. Betti will clear at 1:48.69, closes in 29.9. 1:48.69 for Betti. Stevens, 1:50.51. The Estonian originally in the field, the only scratch overnight. So the integrity of the field constant over the final 9 pairs. So Betti sneaks into the field, wins his pair. So 1:48.69 at the top. Here's the second pair.
Inner lane, representing Hungary, Bálint Bodé.
Bálint Bodé,
Outer lane,
22-year-old from
representing
Hungary.
Greece, Kai Intveld.
And Kai Intveld from Greece, 24 years of age, who's 12th in the 1,000 meter earlier this weekend, but he's generally been in the B division at the 500, the 1,000, the mass starts in the World Cup campaign. Bodé, 22 years old, starts in the inner, represents Hungary. Had some success in the World Junior World Cup season last year, a couple podium finishes. Competed in the mass start of the European Championships a couple of years ago, just outside the top 10. Interveld opens in 24:06, quarter second ahead of Betty. Betty's first full lap is 26:56. A 26:34 for Interveld.
26.3, Bodej 26.7.
Inside the final 2 laps.
I w tej chwili na najlepszy rezultat biegnie reprezentant Grecji.
Good look at Interveld and that red armband. Straight on look, he hears the bell. 28:32 on that lap, about 4/10 slower than Betsy's lap at that stage, but still slightly on top thanks to that opener. Can he hang on? He's being pushed a bit by Bodej. Navigating the last corner, here comes Interveld. 1:48.693, Betsy's time. Interveld will win the pair, but he falters a bit in that final lap, a 30.6. Puts Interveld in second position, 2 pairs deep.
I w biegu numer 2 zwycięża reprezentant Grecji Kai Interveld przed Palitem Bodej, reprezentantem Włoch.
Well, had the speed at the outset. 27.93 and then a 29.9. That's how Betty closed. Interveld's final lap is 30.6. Cost him the top spots. Now the third pair. Germany and Czechia represented here.
Representing Germany, Stefan Emele.
Stefan Emele, 13th at the World Single Distance Championships last year in the 1500. That is Prochaska, 24-year-old. Fair start. Third pair of 10. Prochaska, the red armband on the left side of your screen. More of a long distance skater. Was at the top 20 finish at the European Championships in the 5K a couple of years ago, but he's been scuffling deep in the B divisions of the World Cup over the course of this year. Emele goes out in 24:12. He finished 13th at the World Championships last year at this 1,500 meter distance. I mean, it's a wide open field. After Kongsog and then Prince, you do have 4 of the top 10, but none of the top 5 here. So, I mean, there could be a podium spot or 2 available for those here in the first 5 or 6 pairs. Emele is still looking very strong.
I na prowadzeniu reprezentant Niemiec Stefan Emele, trenerką Stefana jest Klaudia Peczka, proszę Państwa, multimedalistka.
Let's see where Emele looks as he hears the bell. 27.7, he's 7/10 clear and maintaining his pace. See what he has left in the tank. Teeth are grinding inside the final 200 meters. Try to push out of this final corner. Can he grab the lead from Betty? 1:48.69 the time to beat, and Emele is going to get there handily. 1:47.9, and your new leader is Stefan Emele from Germany. Prochaska 1:54.02.
I z najlepszym czasem w tej chwili na mecie Stefan Emele 1 minuta 40.
So Bete, for the moment, dropped to second. 147.90 for Emele. We can feel that agony on that look for Emele. But he will like the result. In the lead, 3 pairs in.
Inner lane, representing Germany, Tom Rudolph.
24-year-old from Germany, Tom Rudolph.
Representing the Netherlands, Louis Hollard.
And Louis Hollard of the Netherlands. Well, there's a look at Rudolph in that white armband. He's been mainly in the B divisions of the 1500 and 5K this year. Did finish 11th earlier this week in the men's 5K. Hollard, meanwhile, did have a top 5 finish in a World Cup mask start 3 years ago. And he opens in 24 flats. Rudolph, 24.59 opener. Now the tight draft. Rudolph swings to the outer. Louis Hollard, 27-year-old. Again, just about all of the top-ranked Dutch skaters heading to Italy are not here this weekend. Tim Prins hates that he's part of the contingent that is here at the European Championships, although he did technically qualify to make the Dutch Olympic team. He was not selected. Marcel Bosker was taken instead. More on that a bit later. There's the bell lap. Hollard 1:18.39. He's 31 hundredths behind Emele's time. Let's see if he can make it up here in the final 400 meters. Hollard in charge of his pair. Fights through the last corner. Gets the urging from the coaching staff. 147.90 the time to beat, and he is there. Closes in 28.70, so there's a new leader. 147.09 for Louis Hollard.
149.87.
So 6 pairs to go. Hollard now on top.
Za chwileczkę to, na co dziś głównie czekamy.
Leaderboard through the first 4 pairs.
Pair number 5.
Out of pair number 5, and here is a European champion from earlier this weekend.
Inner lane,
Now representing Poland.
Vladimir Semiruni.
Vladimir Semiruni claimed the European gold in the 5K a couple of days ago over Lorello and Giotto. It's Matthias Vosten, 2-time Olympian from Belgium. Clean start, off we go. There's a look. Now representing Poland, Semiruni, newly minted European champion a couple of days ago in the 5K, but he will not race At the Olympics in the 5K, missed out on qualifying, but he will be racing in the 1500 meter and the 10K. And a huge roar already from inside the ice arena.
Opening time for
Poste 23.98 opener, Semeruni 25.13. Poland now at 7 medals between its men's and women's team here at the European Championships this weekend. And another one earlier today, taking bronze in the women's team pursuits. Poste broke into the Olympics in 2018 in Pyeongchang, followed up in Beijing 4 years ago. He's 31 now, switched to long track when he was 20, a little bit late in the game, but 2 Olympic Games already and a 3rd on the way. Here we go, it's Semeruni. We'll see if he can make a move here. About to hear the bell lap. Semeruni is closing in the inner. Let's check the times. It's tight, 2,700 separate the 2. Poste now slightly off in the time set by Holar, but Semeruni beginning to charge. He will certainly be lifted up by the roar inside the ice arena. Be a neat moment to see him top of the podium after winning gold a couple of days ago in the 5K. His home fans trying to bring him to the line on top. Is it green? Yes. And Semeruni at 146.50. We're halfway through the men's 1500 meter. And Semeruni, it's okay. You can see by the gesture, but he's in front. Is there a double gold in his future, or at least a double podium here at the Euros? Semeruni's full lap times 26.77, 26.85, and 27.75. The final 400 meters. Urging of the crowd certainly helps. And there's your leader with half the field behind him.
Pair 6.
And out of the 6th of 10 pairs.
Inner lane, representing Poland.
And the final Polish skater, Szymon Wojciechowski, 20-year-old World Junior silver medalist a couple of years ago in the 1500. And Alexander Fartoffer from Austria, 6th earlier in the weekend in the 5K. So a couple of 20-year-olds heads up in pair 6.
Ready.
Wojciechowski in the white armband and the right of your screen. Took down a B division in the World Cup earlier in Heerenveen in the 1,000. Again on the rise, and he will now benefit from the noise inside the ice arena, just like Semeruni did a moment ago. And he's out very quickly, 23.57. It's the fastest we've seen by a long shot. Can he hold the speed, though? That is lightning fast for him to go out. Let's compare the first full lap, 26.38. Semeruni was 26.77, so he's almost 2 seconds clear. And Fartoffer well, the bell will ring. Let's check the time and see if the speed is maintained. It looks like it is here. 28.45, though. He shed a lot. And Fartoffer of Austria gaining ground here. 2,800 separate the 2. The back straight to the final lap. Semeruni still on top, and these 2 are beginning to falter. And this pair will belong to Fartoffer of Austria. And the burning early speed from Wojciechowski to not maintained. And Cimarroni still comfortably on top as the early race speed drops off a cliff for this pair.
I nadal liderem, proszę Państwa, w konkurencji 1500 metrów jest Władimir Semironi, Polska.
There's Cimarroni. 5,900s ahead of Halar. 4 pairs to go. Boy, what a weekend that would be for him. 7th pair.
Inner lane, representing Norway.
Another 20-year-old.
Finn Elias
Finn Elias
Hanneberg.
Hanneberg.
Outer lane,
In the B division
representing
most of
France.
this World Cup
Valentin
campaign.
Thibault.
Valentin Thibault, 27 years of age from France. Had won the A division World Cup race, the 1500. That was in a Herenveen a few weeks ago, finished 16th. Now, after this pair, we will see 4 of the top 10 at the 1500 meter mark, and then we'll really get a sense of where Cimarroni's time will fall here today. So off we go, Hanneberg and Thibault.
Hanneberg, Norwegia i Valentin Thibault, reprezentant Francji. 21 wynik na świecie.
Thibault, the only rep from France in this 1500 meter. Timothy Lubino is not here this week in the European Championships as he prepares for the Olympics next month. Men's mass start will be our final event today.
Lap
26-2 for Thibault, 26-4 for Hanneberg. And right now ahead of Cimarroni's time. But again, Cimarroni pretty consistent, pretty flat over his final 2 full laps. We'll see how the times compare here. And Cimarroni was 26.77, 26.85, and then closed at 27.75. 27 bids for both Hanneberg and Thibault. Still a half second on top of Cimarroni. Check the speed in the lower right of your corner. That is against Cimarroni's time. Against Cimarroni had a really good final 400 meters. And you see now that Hanneberg is falling slightly behind. Thibault trying to just pip him. Thibault on the right, coming to the line, 146.50, but no. That last lap, the killer, 29.0 for Thibault. And Cimarroni right now remains the only sub 147 skater. And that final 400 meters has proven to be the real difference maker for Cimarroni. So 3 pairs to go, and now is where the major stars, the men's 1500 meter, who are here this weekend in Poland, we'll begin to see them on the ice over the final 3. So starting in the inner, that is the number 9 in the world, 26-year-old from Italy, Daniel Di Stefano. 5th at the World Championships, the 1500 a couple of years ago. And Didrik Engstrand, 7th at the Worlds last year at the 1500 meter. Strand in the red and blue skin suits and the red armband, just 20. Took silver at the World Junior Championships just last year in the 1,000 meter. See how he looks here at the Euros. He's kind of toggling between the B and A divisions at the World Cup this year. Got a personal best 13th place finish in a Herenveen and at the 1500 meter a couple of weeks ago. And they're both out 24 threes. Stefano finished 7th in the 1,000 meter here at the Euros earlier this weekend. He's in the blue on the left side of your screen. Stefano ramping up some speed. And he's in front at this stage at 26:38 versus the 26:47 for Strand. Now, will we see another even lap for these two skaters to put them in range to maybe take down Semeruni? Check Di Stefano as he hears the bell. 27:46. And that's about 6/10 slower than the same lap for Semeruni. And Semeruni's final lap was excellent, 27:75. And you see now both move into the red. That's just how good that final 400 was for Semeruni. And Di Stefano powering through that final corner with a lead on Strand in this pair. But neither will get there. And you see, I mean, they were leading into the final 400 meters, but now they both fade a little more than a second off of Semeruni's time. So 2 pairs to go. Vladimir Semeruni, 2 pairs away from a double gold European Championships. It's possible. So 2 pairs to go. Semeruni still in front. Holar right now in silver position. Thibault running 3rd. And now the penultimate pair. There's your leader. Out of pair 5, Vladimir Semeruni. I mean, he has not had anybody challenge him in that final lap. See if that changes here. 2 of the top 10 in the world this year at the World Cup. Here's the 25-year-old Olympian from Austria, Gabriel Odor. And here's Tim Prins, qualified for Team Netherlands, the 1500 of the Olympics, but was not selected though. Marcel Bosker, they felt they needed him to solidify their team pursuit squad. So Prins on the outside looking in. He was on the podium with 1,000 silver behind Zurek earlier this weekend. Once again looking to atone because the wound is fresh and still sore for Tim Prins. Finished 5th in the World Championships, the 1500 last year. And right now just skating for a different purpose. And the European Championship gold would be a little bit of salve on the wound. He goes out quickly, 23:63 Prins, 24:02 Odor. Extra motivation after being scorned or jilted. It's a real thing. We'll see how Prins is able to channel it. Already a European silver medal in the 1,000 this weekend. 49:54 is Prins, and look, he's better than 2 1/3 seconds ahead of Semeruni's time. So even if there's a back half fade for Prins, he still might have enough speed to get there. So Prins approaching the bell. How big will his lead be? There's the bell, and Prins is still almost 2 seconds on top. He is in excellent shape. So Tim Prins, the last crossover of the back straights, in excellent position. He will finish in the inner. The 22-year-old from the Netherlands trying to take down Semeruni, and looks like he is about to do it. 146.50. Prins being pushed a bit by Odor. At the line, it is Prins. Oh, and he's just off the mark. The fans applaud as they see Semeruni by the skin of his teeth holding on by 11 hundredths. I don't think Semeruni can believe it. Prinz had him in the crosshairs in the final 400 meters, but he closes in 29:79. And that unwinds a brilliant first 1,100 meters for Tim Prinz. The final 400 meters, Cimarroni went 2 seconds faster than Prinz. It looked like the top of the podium through 9 pairs was going to belong to Tim Prinz. But not to be. Cimarroni is 1 pair away from a double gold European Championship weekend.
Pair 10.
Final pair.
Inner lane, representing the Netherlands.
From
Wesley
the Dutch,
Dijs.
Wesley Dijs, the 30-year-old. 9th last year at the Worlds in
Representing
1500.
Norway, Peder
And here
Tomaszow.
is the defending European champion from 2024 at this distance, the all-around 1500 champ last year at the Euros, Peter Kongsog, the Olympian. Just off the Olympic podium in Beijing, finished 4th. The world number 6. Have to figure it is now Cimarroni v. Kongsog for the European Championship. Final pair. Tomaszow has been a riser for years. World Junior Champion. It's now 6 years ago and one of the tops in the world now. 24-15 Kongsog, 24-20 for Dijs.
24.1, Dijs 24.2.
Tomaszow world champion last year at the 1500. Bronze a couple of years ago in the Worlds at the 1500. This is his distance. 50.10 for Kongsog. He's almost 2 seconds up. But then again, so was Prinz a moment ago, and he faded. What will the fate be for Peter Kongsog? Through the corner. The drafted Dijs, and the bell rings for the final 400 meters. And it's a 1.46 second lead for Kongsog. But now it's all about the last lap. We saw Cimarroni close in 27.75. That's been the difference maker. Prinz had him, lost him. What will the fate be for Peter Kongsog? Still in the lead into the final corner. Cimarroni's time is 1:46.50. Is it double European gold for Cimarroni on home ice, or will Kongsog steal it? The number, Kongsog does steal it away. 1:46.08.
Wesley Dijs, 1.
And the European champ discards Cimarroni to silver.
1500 meter men, Peder Kongsog. First
And
place,
the world champ,
Vladimir
Peter
Cimarroni.
Kongsog, comes through in that final lap.
I proszę Państwa, jak przystało na mistrza świata, potwierdza wspaniałą formę Peder Kongsog.
And the Norwegian takes down Cimarroni, who will settle for silver. Tim Prinz bronze for the Dutch.
46 sekund i 83 tysięcznych.
So Kongsog closes in 28.79. Again, about a full second off of what Cimarroni did, but it was just enough.
1 minuta 46 sekund i
So by 42/100ths of a second. A glance to the board, Kongsog, European gold.
Niderlandy. 1 minuta
And now his sights
600.
set on the Olympics next month. Jordan Stolz has not lost at this distance. He'll be the heavy favorite. Kjeld Naus has been on the podium all 4 World Cup races. Zhang Yang a couple of bronzes. Sonikov, a couple of medals as well. But do not overlook the world champion, Peter Kongsog, rounding into very good form here in Poland.
Wicemistrzem Europy Władimir Cimarroni. 2 złote medale już na
So another medal for Poland. Silver for Cimarroni. Kongsog gold, Cimarroni silver, Prinz bronze. And we will get the official results. They will resurface the ice. The women's 1,000 meter is scheduled about 15 minutes from now, 5 minutes past the top of the hour. Time for some food, time for some text, time for some selfies, and time for generational bonding. Parents and kids are enjoying the moment here in Tomaszow, Mazowiecki. There's your gold medalist, Peter Tomaszow. First individual medal of the weekend on the men's side for Norway. Compliments of Peter Tomaszow. Gold in the men's 1,500 meter. We'll step aside. The women's 1,000 meters scheduled 14 minutes from now. Stay tuned.
getting ready for the victory ceremony for 1500 meters men. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the victory ceremony for 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Championships 1500 meters men. Bronze medalist, representing the Netherlands, Team Dries. The medals and local gifts are being presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Albert Hazelhoff, and the President of Polish Speed Skating Association, Mr. Rafał Tataruk. Team Prince. Silver medalist, representing Poland, Vladimir Semiruni. Vladimir Semiruni. And now the gold medalist and 2026 ISU European champion for 1500 meter men, representing Norway, Tomaszow. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise for the national anthem of Norway. Congratulations to the 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Champion and the medalist, 1500 meter men.
Proszę Państwa, kolejna dekoracja, kolejne medale wręczone. Prezes Polskiego Związku Łyżwiarstwa Szybkiego, pan Rafał Tataruk, Albert Hazelhoff.
The lights coming back up inside the ice arena. Tomaszow, the updated medal standings. Poland and the Netherlands each with 8 combined medals this weekend. Poland, 5 of those 8 are gold. Marooney claims another medal, a gold and a silver individually this weekend. And now we get ready for the women's 1,000 meter. We've seen 8 pairs, and none of the top 10 across the world are here at the European Championships this weekend, so it is wide open. We'll see 8 pairs and 15 skaters. 1 skater in the opening pair as the lights come back up. Femke Kolk, the world #1 by a wide margin. Training for next month's Olympics. The entire Olympic contingent for the Netherlands really not here. We will see 3 Dutch skaters, though, in the field. Isabel Gravelts just added to the field, actually a 4th Dutch skater. Anna Boersma of the Netherlands scratched earlier today. So you'll see the entire list. Natalia Sherwanka, Poland, Bozniak in pair 6.
It's 1 minute to the start. 1,000
So a minute to go, and the skaters gearing up. Men's 500 will follow, then we will close with the mass starts. We'll be in Innsbruck, Germany a couple of weeks from now for the final World Cup event. That is the absolute last tune-up ahead of the Olympic Games coming up in a little more than a month. So ready for the opening pair. However, only 1 skater in this opening pair.
1,000-meter women.
It's the 23-year-old from the Kingdom of the
Single
Netherlands.
race, inner lane, representing the Netherlands, Isabel Grevelt.
Isabel Grevelt on the podium once this year at the 1,000 meter back in the 2nd World Cup event. That was back in Calgary. Took silver behind Femke Kolk's entire Dutch podium that weekend. Set her personal best that weekend. Racing against the clock. And only herself in this race. Her PB 1:13.14. And that was in that silver medal winning race behind Femke Kolk in Calgary. Jutta Leerdam, a couple of goals to the World Cup this year. Takagi got back on the World Cup circuit in the second half of this campaign. Silver, then a gold in her last event in Hamar. And Femke Kolk again won hers in Calgary. They all are conditioning, training, mentally preparing for next month. So opportunities, Grevelt. She's a top-ranked skater on the women's side here this weekend in Europe. 27.74 that lap is a 2.5 lap race. We'll see what kind of time that Grevelt is able to throw down here to open things up here in Tomaszow Mazowiecki. And in 1:16.37.
1:16.37.
Can judge a lot by the reaction of the skaters across the line. Grevelt a bit winded. Doesn't appear to be too impressed with the time. Again, was not in the A-Division field up until the overnight hours. And Boersma of the Netherlands scratched.
Isabel Grevelt obejmuje prowadzenie na starcie bieg numer 2.
And now we get to our first full pair. A couple of German skaters in pair 2.
Inner lane, representing Germany, Katja Franzen.
Katja Franzen, 25-year-old from Germany.
Outer lane,
Finished 13th in the 500.
Josephine Heimerl.
And Josephine Heimerl, who was going to be in that opening pair racing by herself until Boersma scratched. So Heimerl dropped down to the second pair. with a teammate as an opponent.
Ready.
And for Franzen, back at the European Championships for the first time since 2022. The crowd's been loud, boisterous, very supportive over the course of this weekend here in Poland.
Opening time for Franzen, 18.8.
see.
Hamer, 18.7.
Three of the top Polish skaters in the final three pairs here in the women's 1,000. I mean, a real opportunity for Poland to drape the podium in the women's 1,000. I mean, it could be 1, 2, 3, perhaps. A lot of skaters have something to say about that, but we'll see how it plays out. 47.77 for Heimerl. But off the pace set by Gribelt. Last corner for the second pair. Very tight against the line, but closing is Heimerl in 120.06, but almost 4 seconds in arrears of the Gribelts.
Wygrywał w tej rywalizacji pomiędzy swoją koleżanką z reprezentacji, Katią Franzen.
First two pairs are done.
Oczywiście nadal jest liderką.
The Olympic podium 4 years ago, Takagi, an Olympic record time, took gold. Yuta Leerdam, silver. Brittany Bowe, who's heading back to yet another Olympics for the United States. Bowe took bronze in the 1,000.
Inner lane, representing
Third pair.
Maybrit Vigel.
Maybrit Vigel, 21-year-old
Outer
from
lane,
Italy.
representing Norway.
10th in the 500s earlier this weekend of the Euros. And Julian Estad Samsonsen, Olympian from Norway.
Ready.
Samsonsen had some pretty good success in the European Championships over her career, mainly in the team sprint. A couple of bronzes at the Euros 2022 and 2024. Took bronze at the Worlds, the team sprint back in 2022. She's on the left side of your screen representing Norway. 18:54, the opener for Samsonsen.
18.7, Samsonsen 18.5.
Third pair of just 8 in the women's 1,000.
I Maybrit Vigel, reprezentantka Włoch. Rekord życiowy 1 minuta 15 sekund i 93 setnej, reprezentantka Norwegii.
There's the bell for
Julia
Samsonsen. 46.97.
Lap time for Samsonsen 28.
About a second off of the pace of Gribelt. And stretching her lead down the back straight. Samsonsen's personal best, 116.44.
Samsonsen, Norwegia.
And she will hit the line at
And the finishing time for
118.6.
Samsonsen 118.60. Vigel 119.35.
Vigel,
And it's second
119 and
fastest
change.
time so far.
5 pairs to go. Still
W tej chwili na mecie
Isabella Gribelt
zwyciężczyni
of the
tego
Netherlands
biegu
for the 116.37.
Julia Samsonsen. Maybrit Vigel, reprezentantka Włoch na pozycji trzeciej, a liderką nadal Isabel Gribelt, Niderlandy.
Gribelt checking some splits with the staff, seeing where she ranks. No major challenges yet out of the opening pair. 5 more to go.
Pair 4.
We'll see a teammate of hers in this 4th pair.
Inner lane, representing Italy.
21-year-old from
Serena
Italy,
Berger.
Serena Berger. 4th
Outer
in the
lane,
500 meters this
representing the
weekend.
Netherlands, Naomi
And
Berger.
Naomi Berger, 25-year-old.
Go to the start.
So Berger and Berger, pair 4.
Ready.
I proszę Państwa,
One more Dutch skater to come in this women's 1000 in the next pair. See what Berger can accomplish.
Reprezentantka Włoch, 4.
And Serena Berger goes out 18:15 with her open.
Opening time for Berger, 18.1.
Berger 18:36.
18.3, and it's 2 laps to go.
Grevelt was 18:32.
A konkurentką reprezentantki Włoch w tym biegu jest Naomi Berger, reprezentantka Niderlandów, 9. Pucharze Świata na 500 metrów.
Into the final lap.
W naszych zawodach
46.25 for Berger, about 2/10 off the pace.
Berger 29.0. Berger
But bearing down, entering the back straight. Drops both arms, entering the last corner. Berger. 1:16.374 Grevelt's time. And here is Naomi Berger bursting to the line, just off by 300s. 1:16.40.
16.40, and it's second fastest.
And it is still Grevelt's on top. But the Dutch are running 1-2.
1 minuta 16 sekund.
Just by the tip of a blade, your leader by 3 100s.
Na prowadzeniu nadal
Halfway through the 1,000-meter field. Samsonsen right now 3rd. And now pair 5.
Pair 5.
There's the 23-year-old from Germany,
Anna Oslender.
Anna Oslender, mainly in the B division,
Representing the
the
Netherlands.
500 and 1,000 this year.
Chloe Hugendorn.
Chloe Hugendorn, 21-year-old from the Dutch. She's had a talented World Junior career, just off a lot of podiums at a myriad of different distances, the sprints and the longer distances.
Ready.
Now in the 1,000-meter, Hugendorn will start to the outer in the red armband. Oslender from Germany. They finished 11th in the 500 meters this weekend at the Euros.
Oslander, reprezentantka Niemiec i Chloe Hugendorn, Niderlandy.
See, 18:31, 18:32.
18.3.
Grevelt went out in 18:32 as well. So they're right on target
Anna Oslander
for the first 200 meters.
11. miejsce na dystansie 500 metrów, a Chloe Hugendorn to brązowa medalistka biegu na dystansie 1500 metrów.
Last lap. They both have slightly fallen off the pace. Hugendorn staying very tight, 3 100s behind. Grevelt came home in 30.31. If there's a lap like that, we might see the lead flip.
Prowadzeniu reprezentantka Niderlandów Chloe
Hugendorn around the corner.
Anną Oslander.
Can she wrestle the lead away from her teammate? 1:16.37. She will by 3 100s.
Chloe Hugendorn, 1:16.
And Chloe Hugendorn in front.
Anna Oslender, 1:18.21.
And Grevelt with a wry smile. She stayed in the lead by 3 100s a moment ago. Now she's dropped from first to second by the same 3 100s.
33 o 34 sekundy lepszy czas od liderki dotychczasowej Isabel Groenewald. Tak więc 3 Holenderki na prowadzeniu.
It's a 30.25 last 400 meters for Hugendorn. Well, now the crowd has been entertained by the first 5 pairs, but now they will really get an opportunity over these next 10 minutes or so because 3 different Polish skaters are in the final 3 pairs. And they have
representing Belgium, Isabel
images in their minds of a Polish podium sweep.
representing Poland,
Isabel Van Els from Belgium, Karolina Wojcik, 2-time Olympian. Well, there's a different cadence in the cheers, right? When these Polish skaters take the ice.
Ready.
The horns sound. Boziak is off the line, left side of your screen. Finally got into an A division in Hamar in the 1,000 meter, finished 15th. Poland has already grabbed 8 combined European Championship medals, and Boziak out at 18:29. That is the fastest we've seen. Van Els in 18:44.
Opening time for Wojcik, 18.2. Van Els, 18.4.
Something special about skating on your home ice. I mean, the fans are right on top of the ice. Boziak out of the corner. There's the bell. We'll check the times. Is she still green? She's not by about a quarter second. 46:32. 2300s behind Hugendorn. What's left in the tank for the final 400 meters for Boziak? Final corner. Van Els making a push on the inner for Belgium. Grabs a commanding lead, and here is Isabel Van Els, but not fast enough.
And the finishing time.
And not even podium worthy with 2 pairs to go. So it is still Hugendorn in front. And Boziak nowhere close in the final 400. Boziak finishes in 1:17.96, right now 5th. So 2 pairs to come.
A przed nami kolejne reprezentantki naszego kraju.
So Hugendorn, Grevelt, Verkerk podium at the moment. Dutch, Dutch, Dutch. 6 100s separating those 3, but 2 pairs to come. Now pair 7. And one of the all-timers for Poland.
Inner lane.
In the inner lane right there. 37-year-old
Natalia Czerwonka.
Natalia Czerwonka, 4-time Olympian. 5th in the 1500 this weekend.
Representing Denmark.
And here is the
Sofia Torup.
world medalist in short track for Russia, now representing Denmark on the long track.
To the start.
Olympian Sofia Thorup, representing Denmark over the last 3 years. Will not be competing in the Olympics, though, next month, but supporting her husband, who will. And a little wobble coming off the line was the 37-year-old superstar from Poland.
Przedostatnia para, proszę Państwa, na dystansie 1000 metrów. Ponownie na starcie Natalia Czerwonka, Sofii Torup.
Stefan Knopfler, our referee for this women's 1000.
False start, inner lane, not stable. Go to the start. Ready.
It is a clean start. Thorup starts in the outer. Ceremonies, you really need to have some major accomplishments to have fans write your name on your country's flag. She has been a skater of huge accomplishments over her career. 1842 for Thorup, who won a B division in Hamar at the 1,000 meter. Her best finish of the year. Tight draft. Thorup will swing to the inner. One pair to go. And the bell will ring for Thorup. 46-19. She's a second up on the field. A 10th off the pace of Hugendorn. And now it's Thorup really all by herself, racing against the clock. Can she get to the top of the table with one pair to go? Ceremonies laboring in the final corner. Here is Sophia Thorup. 1:16.34, the time to beat. Ceremonies making a late push. And Thorup at the line, 1:16.99. That's good for fifth. 1:17.46. Ceremonies and your leader, Chloe Hugendorn. One pair to go. And it is still a Dutch podium. So one final hope for Poland in the women's 1,000 meter to find the podium. Ceremonies right now is 6th, Boziak is 7th. But can anything interfere or interrupt a clean podium sweep for the Dutch?
Representing Poland.
And the last Polish hope. There you go, Tajsik, 25-year-old.
Outer lane, representing Czechia,
And from Czechia, Nikola Zradilova, two-time Olympian, now 29 years old, been skating for the last decade and a half. Took silver in the 1,500 meter behind Ragne Viklin earlier this weekend.
Ready.
Coming in oozing with huge confidence. First European Championship medal for Zradilova. What a capstone this would be for her European weekend if she can find a podium, maybe even the top here. She starts in the outer in the red armband. Wojtaszek out in 18:02, fastest of any skater for the opener. Zradilova 18:24, that's solid as well. Check the time here. Good speed. There's the bell. Zradilova 46:18, 900s off, and Wojtaszek fades half second behind. So Nikola Zradilova with her first ever European individual medal earlier this weekend in the 1,500, took silver. Can she take down Chloe Hugendorn for perhaps a gold in the women's 1,000? 1:16.34. Zradilova to the line. Yes, she has it. Her first European Championship medal 2 days ago, and now gold in Tomaszow Mazowiecki in the women's 1,000. 1:16.06. What a weekend, a masterful weekend for Nikola Zradilova from Czechia. Silver in the 15, gold in the 1,000. And the weekend of her life in the ice arena, Tomaszow Mazowiecki in 2026. Nikola Zradilova, European 1,000 meter champion.
Na miejscu 7 Natalia Czerwonka, miejsce 8 Karolina Bosiek. Iga Wojtasik do miejsca naszych zawodniczek. Tak więc brawa, gratulacje.
What a weekend
Dziękujemy paniom za
for the two-time Olympian.
emocji. Tysiące
We said it was really up for grabs with none of the top 10 in the world here at the European Championships. So it might be an unusual looking leaderboard, and it is. Zrata Lobo takes gold. Chloe Hugendorn from the Netherlands, silver. Isabel Grimmeltz, who wasn't even in the original field until a late scratch got her a spot. And she maximizes that and takes bronze, 31 hundredths behind. She may not have known the path to the podium of the European Championships until a couple of days ago. She knows it now, and she's heading to the top. And tuning up for next month. Hard to find better results than what Zratalova has unearthed in the last 72 hours. Victory ceremony on the way. And our last individual event of these European Championships, about 19 minutes away if we stay on schedule. It's 48 minutes past the hour. The men's 500 meter. Where we will see if Damian Zurek can take down gold. The world number 2, highest ranked skater here in Europe in the men's 500. We'll see him coming up in a little bit. Stay tuned. The ISU 2026 European Speed Skating Championships continues.
Super, kochani, super! Trybuna B, jesteście cudowni, wielkie brawa dla was! Trybuna A, jesteście cudowni, wielkie brawa dla was!
I proszę Państwa, zapraszamy na ceremonię dekoracji 1000 metrów kobiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the victory ceremony for 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Championships, 1000 meter women. Bronze medalist, representing the Netherlands, Isabel Greveld. The medals and local gifts are being presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Albert Hazelhoff, and the president of Polish Speed Skating Association, Mr. Rafał Tatarka. Isabel Greveld, silver medalist, representing the Netherlands, Chloe Hugendur. Chloe Hugendur. And now gold medalist and 2026 ISU European champion for 1000 meter women, representing Czechia, Nikola Zdrahalova. Nikola Zdrahalova. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise for the national anthem of Czechia. Congratulations to the 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Champion and the medalist for 1000 meter women.
I pierwszy złoty medal dla Republiki Czech. Brawa, gratulacje, proszę Państwa. 1000 metrów już za nami, a my myślę, że oczekujemy na te niesamowite momenty, które za chwileczkę będą w wykonaniu panów. Sprint 500 metrów.
Updated medal standings with one more individual event remaining in the European Championships for 2026. Poland with 8 total medals, 5 gold. The Dutch now have 10 overall medals, however 5 are bronze, 3 gold for Norway. An emotional victory ceremony for Natalia Dratilova a moment ago, claiming gold in the women's 1,000 meter. And the entertainment continues. Ice has been resurfaced. We're moments away from the start of the men's 500 meter here at the Euros. And when you talk about men's, the 500 meters, it's all about Jordan Stolz of the United States this year. The 7 World Cup events, he's claimed gold in 5 of those. Jenny DeBow has one, Kim has the other. But only 2 of the top 10 in the World Cup rankings represented this weekend in the men's 500. They both will be in the same pair. Damian Zurek, the world number 2 behind Stolz. He's been on the podium 4 times. 3 silvers, all behind Stolz, and 1 bronze behind Stolz as well. And Bjorn Magnusson, the world number 5 from Norway. They will be racing opposite each other in pair 9. We'll see Martin Lieb of Estonia, who already has earned a European medal this weekend, bronze in the 1,000. Should be a good field. Mass start on the way. Women first, then the men that'll close up the European Championships. Again, kind of a, I don't want to say watered down, but again, a number of the top competitors around the world are not here this weekend as they continue to train and get geared up for the Winter Olympics coming up next month. But we will see Francisca Lollobrigida in the women's mass start. She's at least on paper the favorite. We'll see a really good men's mass start draw, although even without Timothy Lubido. See Bart Houlworth, Bart Swings, the reigning Olympic champion, Andrea Giovannini, the world number 2. Look at the conditions on the outside. Winter is here. Tomaszow, Zawiecki. Moments away from the start of the men's 500. One more World Cup event that'll be in Innsbruck, Germany, coming up in a couple of weeks. And then that is it. That is the absolute final tune-up. 10 pairs, the men's 500. World record still standing since 2019 to Pavel Kulishnikov of Russia, 33.61. Gao has the track record here of 34.26. He's the reigning Olympic champion. And a look now at the pairs. David Bosa in pair 5. Here's Miachowski in pair 8. There is Zurek and Magnusson in pair 9. And the European medalist Martin Lieb of the Westenbroek in pair 10.
It's 1 minute to the start. 500 meter men.
Proszę Państwa, 500 metrów, kolejna konkurencja, 500 metrów mężczyzn, ten sprint, który naprawdę wyzwala tutaj w Tomaszowskiej arenie ogromną emocję. Myślę,
Skaters now put on alert.
Dziś 10
We will see
20 zawodników.
Tim Prinz in the opening pair.
Statystyki, które są prowadzone.
Again, we've documented his disappointment out of the Olympic trials for the Netherlands a couple of weeks ago. Not selected to the Olympic team, so he's come here to the Euros. He's really the highest ranked Dutch men's skater, and he's been on the podium a couple of times, including earlier today a bronze in the 1,500 meter after silver in the 1,000 earlier in the weekend. We'll see Prinz one more time here in the men's 5. And there he is, left side of your screen.
Pair 1.
Kind of have to refocus your expectations, get past the disappointment. But he's an absolute professional taking care of business here in Poland this weekend. Here's Lukas Soma, the teenager from Hungary,
Representing the
and
Netherlands.
Tim Prince.
Team Dries.
But only 22, another Olympic cycle into his future if he so chooses.
Ready.
And a false start.
Pierwszy bieg, pierwszy falstart. Ponownie na start wraca Lukas Soma, reprezentant Węgier.
Charged
Team
against
Prince,
Prince.
Niderlandy. Falstart na torze zewnętrznym.
Full start out of lane, not stable. Go to the start. Ready.
And it is a clean start. 500-meter runaway. We'll check the openers for Prince and Soma. At a 10:14 for Soma. Prince time did not register. Now let's just hope that that transponder is down around the boot. Time didn't register for Prince. We'll watch that as this race continues. Prince in the lead. Coming down the home straight. We'll see if his time registers here. If it doesn't, there could be a problem. It didn't. And Prince looking at the scoreboard saying, where's my time? And is the transponder around his boots? The question. On the official website, the time did register at 35:50.
We're just waiting for the results.
And Soma at 36.825. Again, with the opener for Prince, that did not register. It did show up on the official website at 10 flats. Soma was 10:14. So it may just be a transmission issue and not a transponder issue, because the time was registered officially on the website. So Prince finishes in 36.82.
Per 2.
Now, they may be working on the time right there, because it has Soma finishing in 35.5. Prince in 36.827. We'll double check. Pair 2.
Inner lane. Representing Germany. Maximilian Strube.
There's Maximilian Strube, 31-year-old veteran from Germany.
Outer lane. Representing Switzerland. Oliver Grob.
And Oliver Grob from Zug, Switzerland. His first European Championship appearance since he was in the mass start in the 500 4 years ago. He starts in the outer.
Ready.
Mainly B divisions for each of these two skaters this year on the World Cup circuit. Strube in the inner goes out at 9.93. Grob 9.92.
9.9. Strube 9.9.
Both about 2/10 faster than Prince and Soma.
Setne sekundy, czas pierwszych 100 metrów reprezentanta Szwajcarii.
That's Soma time at 35.5, a personal best. And he will stay on top, 35.91 for Strube. And Grob 36.14.
Sekundy, czas Maksymiliana Strube, reprezentanta Niemiec.
On to pair 3.
Pair
See a
3.
couple of skaters from Spain here in the men's 500. The first is in this pair. But before we get to Danielle, here's
Greece, Kai Intveld.
Kai Intveld, representing Greece, 24-year-old.
Upper lane, representing Spain.
Here's the first of
Daniel
two Spaniards, Daniel Milagros. He's been racing out of the B division in the 500,000 this World Cup campaign. We'll see his countryman Neil Yapis-Quiero coming up in pair 7.
Ready.
Off we go, pair 3. Milagros, 992. Intveld 1027 with his opener.
Opening time for Milagros 9.9. Intveld 10.2.
Soma's PB of 35.5 atop the leaderboard through the first two pairs. Milagros being pushed by Intveld. And it'll be a 36.02 for Milagros.
0 to Intveld 36.18.
And we are done with the first three pairs. By the way, as that pair was finishing, they have recalculated the times of both Soma and Prinz from that opening pair. There was didn't appear to be a transponder, but more of a transmission of the data issue. So the 35.5 that they had as a PB for Soma has now been readjusted to a 36.828, and Prinz a 36.827. They're right now 5th and 6th, Prinz 5th, Soma 6th. So they have been recalculated those times over the last few moments, and now apparently everything is taken care of and official. So your leader right now is Maximilian Strube with 35.921. And there's Tuukka Suomalainen, 23-year-old from Finland.
Representing Austria.
And from Austria,
Schwentner.
Ignaz Schwentner from Austria.
Go to the start. Ready.
False start. Looked like there's a little wobble by Suomalainen on the inner. Flag against Schwentner.
All start, outer lane, not stable. Go to the start. Ready.
Seen Suomalainen mainly in the B division this year, the World Cup. Schwentner, 20th place finish in the 1,000 this weekend. They both go out to an identical 9.95s.
9.9. Schwentner 9.9.
Oh, a little stumble right there by Schwentner. Cost him some time trying to make up for it. Through the corner, drifting wide. Schwentner straightens it out and is going to hit the line into 5th, 36.50. There's an uneven performance by Schwentner over the last 150 meters or so. Did well to maintain his balance and stay on his blades. And now, by the way, looks like they have readjusted Tim Prinz's time one more time. So Prinz right now is your leader at 35.499. So again, behind the scenes, they've been working on the the timing issues out of that first pair. And so Prinz 35.499, there you see it on your screen. That has been readjusted. They had Prinz in 5th place, 6th place, now readjusting his time one more time, and he's in the lead. Now to pair 5.
Inner lane, representing Italy.
2 Italians.
Rosanelli.
Jeffrey Rosanelli, 27-year-old Olympian, finished 19th in Beijing.
David Bossa.
And David Bossa, 2-time Olympian, back in Sochi and also in Beijing.
Go to the start. Ready.
Rosanelli in the white armband, Bossa in the red. The only Italians in the 500-meter men's field. A 9.74 for Rosanelli. Fastest of any of the skaters thus far. We now have Prinz atop the leaderboard at 35.499. And Rosanelli leans into that final corner, lost his balance just a bit. Still has the lead on Bossa, and Rosanelli will come through in the lead. 35.45 for Jeffrey Rosanelli.
35.45. David Bossa, 35.81. And it's first and third.
And there's even a little bit of a loose corner for Rosanelli. He lost some time, but still on top of Prinz. Prinz shuffled to second, Bossa third, halfway through the 500-meter field. There's Tim Prinz, trying to hold on to what would be a third individual European Championships podium of the weekend. He is in second position with 10 more skaters to go.
Inner lane, representing Norway.
2 reps from Norway. Sivert Bratsiard, 23 years old.
Representing Norway. Henrik Fagerli-Rukke.
And Henrik Fagerli-Rukke, Olympian in Pyeongchang back in 2018. Racing both the 500 and the 1,000 in South Korea.
Ready.
Off the line, the 2 from Norway. Bratsiard in the white armband, Rukke in the red. And they both open sub 10. Bratsiard 9.67. It's the fastest of the 12 we've seen. Bratsiard charging in the last corner. 35.454 is Rosanelli's time. Rukke in the red armband making a run, and it's going to be Rukke, but only in third position, 35.60. That keeps Prinz second. Rosanelli still on top. 4 pairs to go. Displeased. It'll be tough to have Rukke hold on to a podium spot. 8 skaters to go. Rosanelli right there in front.
Pair 7.
7th pair. Netherlands and Spain represented.
Representing the Netherlands. Merijn Schepperkamp.
And Schepperkamp, 25-year-old Olympian, finished 12th in the 500 in Beijing.
Outer lane, representing Spain.
And the other Spanish skater, Nilio Izquierdo, big fan favorite out of Barcelona.
Go to the start.
sprint through the first 100 meters. 9.77 across the board. Scheperkamp and Izquierdo.
Time for Scheperkamp, 9.7. Izquierdo, 9.7.
Reprezentant Hiszpanii w roku ustanowił rekord swojego kraju na tym dystansie.
Prins right now in second position for the Dutch. Scheperkamp hands full in this pair with Izquierdo. And it's going to be Scheperkamp, and he's in the lead. And how about Izquierdo? 35-24 Scheperkamp, 35-32 Izquierdo. They're your new two leaders. Rosanelli dropped to third. Prins falls off the podium.
Kolejność zawodników, którzy ukończyli swój
35-2-4-6. So by 8/100ths of a second, Scheperkamp on top. 6 skaters to go, but again, we still have Zurich coming up in 2 pairs time.
Pair 8.
To the 8th pair.
Inner lane.
We'll see 3 Polish skaters over the next 2 pairs. Piotr Michalski, 2-time Olympian, just off the podium in Beijing in the 1,000, finished 4th.
Marek Kania.
Behind Gao Chao and Morshige. And there's Marek Kania, also in Beijing, finished 16th in the 500. Hard for the fans to maintain their silence. There. Oh, that was a delayed false start. Looked like there was a little bit of an elbow hitch. But for a moment, I thought the starter might let it go. Piotr Tokarski is the starter. Frank Zwister of the Netherlands is the referee for the men's 500. That second gun was just a little bit later than normal. And right there is where the skaters heard the false start gun.
False start in the lane, not stable. Go to the
False
start.
start charge against that man, Michalski.
Ready.
That one is clean. Michalski in the inner, Kanya in the outer. And for one of the final times, the ice arena trying to blow the roof off of it. The fans exhorting these 2 Polish skaters through. A 9.76 opener. Let's watch Kanya in the red armband. Can he finalize? Can he grab the lead from Scheperkamp? Coming to the line, Kanya in front.
And the finishing time for Marek
34.82, first skater to go sub 35. And that is a whopper of a time to be thrown down. 26-year-old Marek Kania, 34.821 officially. Well, we delineated how robust of a weekend this has been for hardware for Team Poland on both the men's and women's side. Semeruni won the 5K on the men's side. Team sprint was claimed on the men's side and women's side by Poland. And now we will see Damian Zurich in the outer. Zurich took gold in the 1,000 yesterday. The women have had their own fantastic weekend. But is there one more individual gold for Poland? The leader is Kanya, and here is Damian Zurich, European champion in the 1,000. 1,300s off the track record set by Jordan Stulz. Looking for his second European championship of the weekend.
Ready.
Bjorn Magnusson starts in the inner for Norway. He's the world number 5. Zurich, the world number 2, only behind Jordan Stoltz. He's had 4 World Cup podiums, 3 silvers and 1 bronze, all behind the champion Jordan Stoltz. 9.68 Magnusson, 9.72 Zurich. Into the corner, what a race. Here's Zurich, staying tight, coming toward the line, 34.821 to topple his teammate Kanya, and he has done it. 34.52 for Damian Zurich. And he's 1 pair away from a 2nd European Championship gold on his home ice this weekend in Tomaszow, Mazowiecki.
34 sekundy, 527 tysięcznych. Daje to prowadzenie na
34.527 is the official time for Damian Zurich.
ale jeszcze mamy 2 zawodników na
1 pair to come.
proszę Państwa.
It is a Poland podium right now. Magnusson right now is in bronze position.
Również Marek Kania.
Shepperkamp dropped to 4th. Oh, there's a reaction. Quite a weekend for Damian Zurich. Final pair. From the Netherlands, 23-year-old Stefan Westenbroek. 6th at the World Championships in the 500 a couple of years ago.
Representing the Netherlands.
There's the
Stefan
23-year-old.
Outer lane. Representing
And in the outer from Estonia,
Martin Lee.
he's already been on a European Championship podium this weekend in the 1,000, took bronze, Martin Leave.
Go to the start.
Silver at the Euros 2 years ago at the 500, so more than capable for the 2-time Olympian from Estonia.
Ready.
Clean start, final pair, men's 500 for the Euro Championship.
Para Stefan Westenbroek,
Damian Zurich, 34.527.
Estonia.
A 9.7 for Westenbroek. That's 200s faster than Zurich. Oh, and down goes Westenbroek, though. Leave only stays on the ice. And a hard fall into the boards by Westenbroek. And Martin Leave racing against himself. 34.527 is the number. He's not going to get there, and he's off the podium. It's a 5th place finish for Leave. It's gold for Damian Zurich, his 2nd of this European Championship weekend on home ice. And it's a gold-silver finish for Poland. Zurich, top of the podium. Kanya, silver. And Bjorn Magnusson from Norway will win bronze. And let's see what happened right there. Westenbroek, unstable out of the corner. Just a little wobble, a hand down, couldn't save it. And down he went. And down went his chances for a European title.
A my możemy już śmiało nie oszczędzać rągi gardeł.
26-year-old Damian Zurich.
Damian Zurich, Polska.
Double gold
Marek
on Polish ice at the European Championships. And there's the silver medalist right behind him, Marek Kania. What a weekend. A memorable weekend for Zurich, but I tell you what a memorable weekend for Team Poland. 2 more medals, this time in the men's 500. And what is that, 10 medals now for Poland, if not 11? I've lost track. I'll do some quick adding.
Nieoficjalnie, powiem oficjalnie, że te rezultaty praktycznie już są zatwierdzone.
Yeah, unofficially 10 medals now for Poland here at the European Championships. Gold to Zurich, silver to Kania. Magnusson, 6/10 off the pace, wins bronze.
Fantastycznej postawy, troszeczkę smutno, bo
And Zurich just continues a wonderful speed skating season. 4 World Cup medals, all behind Stolz. And now a European Championship gold in the 500, gold in the 1,000. Stolz will be favored in all of those events. But if things break right, Damian Zurich has put himself right firmly in the mix. Upset it would be, no question. But if anybody does have the ability, it's a guy like Zurich, Yenning de Beau. But Zurich has just been ultra consistent all year long, and another European Championship gold. They will reset the ice. We'll come back with the final 2 events. The women's and men's mass start on the way. 17 minutes from now, the women on the ice when we return to Tomaszow Mazowiecki, the 2026 ISU European Speed Skating Championships. Stay tuned.
We are getting ready for the victory ceremony for 500-meter men. Next competition will start in 16 minutes, and it will be mass start women.
Króciutko, proszę Państwa, jeśli można, zabiorę chwilkę. Przez ten cały sezon ta dwójka, głównie sprinterów Marek i Damian, uzupełniają się fantastycznie. Najpierw Marek poprawia rekord naszego kraju 34:01 i później tą zaczarowaną barierę 34 sekund łamie Damian Żurek, rekordista naszego kraju. 33 sekundy i 85 setek. To jest 5. rezultat na świecie w tym sezonie. A wiadomo, że w sprincie tym bardziej decydują nie dziesiąte, nie setne, a często tysięczne części sekundy, więc to jest naprawdę istotne, dosłownie wszystko. Oczywiście naszą sprinterską grupą zajmuje się w kadrze narodowej Artur Wasz, Artur Nowak. Gratulacje dla trenerów. Zapraszamy, proszę Państwa, na uroczystą dekorację 500 metrów mężczyzn w Mistrzostwach Europy na dystansach.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the victory ceremony for 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Championships 500-meter men. Bronze medalist, representing Norway, Björn Magnussen. The medals and local gifts are being presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Albert Representing Poland, Damian Żurek. Damian Żurek. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise for the national anthem of Poland. Congratulations to the 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Champion and medalist for 500-meter men.
Proszę Państwa, myślę, że takich chwil oczekują nasi kibice i to dziś dostarczyli im nasi reprezentanci. Specjalność tomaszowskiej areny.
Dobrze, moi drodzy, mamy dla was taką małą zabawę, słuchajcie. Jest z nami skater, jesteśmy tutaj na stronie B. Jest z nami skater, słuchajcie. I odgadujemy kalambury. To pokazanie jest hasło. Kto pierwszy zgadnie, ten ma, proszę państwa. Czy wy, czy jesteście gotowi? Pan jest gotowy, bardzo świetnie. Dobrze, słuchajcie. Skater, proszę. Dobrze, dobrze, więcej stańca, odpowiedzi są dwa słowa. Blisko, tak, coś stańca, dwa słowa, słuchajcie, dwa słowa. Blisko, co on teraz pokazuje? Tak, korona, coś z koroną.
We are getting ready for the next competition. Mass start women. It will start in 4 minutes.
Two events remain here at the Ice Arena in Tomaszow for the European 2026 Speed Skating Championships. Skaters on the infield right now, prepping for the women's mass start. Men's mass start will follow, and we will draw the curtain here at the Ice Arena. 10 total medals for both Poland and the Netherlands this weekend, but 6 of the 10 for Poland are gold, including one we just saw a moment ago with Damian Zurich winning his second individual gold of this European Championship weekend. And now we'll see what type of capstone there is. A couple of Polish skaters are stood up. There's Natalia Jabierzik in helmet number 7. Hannah Mazur alongside an 18. Yes, they should be all smiles. What a weekend, a sparkling weekend in Poland for the Polish skaters.
Thank you.
This will be a European Championships for the ages for Team Poland. So the skaters are lining up. The top-rated skater in this mass start is Francesca Lollobrigida wearing the helmet 1 right side of your screen and the familiar blue skin suit for Italy. She's the only member of the top 10 on the ice here at the European Championships. A couple of scratches within the last hour or so. Sandrine Tass of Belgium and Linda Rossi of Italy both scratched. That did create a spot for Emily Torman of Italy to wear helmet number 19. She's at the back of your screen, so she is now in the field, back left, as you can see in the familiar Italian blue skin suit. Lollobrigida, the bronze medalist from Beijing in 2022, 3-time Olympian. The Olympic silver medalist in the 3,000 there is Lollobrigida. Clearly by experience, pedigree, history, the favorite here in the mass start. But anything goes really in the mass start. Fran van Houte in helmet 2 from Belgium.
With the cup number 3, representing Norway,
And the number 3 helmet, Aurora Grinden Lovas from Norway. She's been on the World Cup mass start list most of this year. Best finish is 8th.
Representing France, Julia Nizan.
In helmet 6, Julia Nizan from France. They won't intro the entire field, but generally the top 5 or 6. And that is as far as they will go. The rest will approach the line simultaneously. There's Jabirzik in helmet 7.
Abigail Bergs, Hungary. Zuzana Kursova, Czechia.
Zuzana
Gemma
Kursova
Cooper,
from
Great Britain.
Czechia.
Sophia
Emma
Thorup,
Cooper from Great
Denmark.
Britain. Sophia
Kim
Thorup
Talsma, the Netherlands. Melissa
from Denmark.
Scheffer, Germany. Sanne Einthoff, the Netherlands.
Sanne Einthoff from Netherlands.
Ashley Wilker, Germany. Hanna Mazur, Poland.
Anna Mazur from
Emily
Poland.
Nowak,
She will elicit some cheers, as does Jabirzik. So there are the contenders. Officially 17 skaters on the ice. Again, Toss and Rossi lead scratches. There's Julia Nizan. And again, by medals, by experience, Lola Brigida reigns supreme, but anything goes in the mass starts, and off we go. Manganello, Gudavouts, Blondin, Maltai, Kirchhoff, Park. Those are the top 6 in the World Cup over the course of this year, but again, either choosing not to compete or not invited here to the European Championships.
Wystartowały zawodniczki, uczestniczki mas startu.
But Lola Brigida, 3-time Olympian, 36 years old. Became a mom a couple of years ago.
W tej grupie dwie nasze reprezentantki.
Was the flag bearer for Italy at the closing ceremony in Beijing. Again, won a couple of medals in Beijing, silver in the 3,000, bronze in the mass behind Schouten and Blondin. So one last run for Lola Brigida, one last European Championships here today. Curious to see how this plays out. Will we see any of the, the skaters without the huge name currency take a run, try a breakaway? We'll see how this plays out.
Były trener kadry olimpijskiej, kadry narodowej, Witold Mazur, trener kadry juniorów aktualnie.
What kind of team skating will we see from Jabirzik and Anna Mazur of Poland?
Najwyższej światowej klasy będzie się tak rozwijał.
An unbelievable weekend for Team Poland. 10 medals already. 2 skaters here in the women's mass start. Poland will have 2 in the men's mass start coming up with Slika and Bocinek. A little peek by Lola Brigida, just making sure that nobody has any ulterior motives.
Lola Brigida is currently leading in the race.
Pretty standard start. Nobody really making any kind of moves whatsoever, not yet, but now as we approach the sprint lap, Lola Brigida looks to her right and sees a couple of skaters pass her by. Molnar and Cooper.
That was the bell
Cooper
of
from
the
Great
first
Britain,
intermediate
Molnar
sprint.
from Austria. Try to lay claim to the extra bonus points at the end of this 4th lap. Molnar is in the 9, Cooper is in the number 12 helmets. Cooper, experienced skater from Great Britain. 38 years of age. Gemma Cooper right there.
And the results for the first intermediate sprint, 3 points.
And there you see the points, 3 to Cooper, 2 to Molnar,
2 points.
1 to Kursova.
Anna Molnar, and 1 point. Zuzana
Lola
Kursova.
Brigida, though, not wanting to lose touch with the front leaders. Lola Brigida now skating 5th.
3 małymi punktami już na koncie w tym momencie Gemma Cooper.
And there's her teammate, Emily Torben, who was again just awarded a spot into this mass start a couple of hours ago. She's now up amongst the lead pack, also in that blue skin suit, in 8th or 9th, in the number 19 helmet. And that is Kim Talsma of the Netherlands right now in charge. Opening up a little bit of a gap.
And now Tomaszow is currently leading in the race.
See Jabierzik
I same intro.
along with
Reprezentantka Niderlandów
Mazur.
próbuje w tej chwili odjechać,
right now top 8.
ale tam Natalia Jędrzyk
But still Tomaszow.
ciągnie za sobą całą pozostałą
That's not a big gap in a lead like this.
nie pozwolić na tą ucieczkę w tym momencie.
And now
Debel for
another
the second
sprint lap.
intermediate sprint.
The
Kolejna premia.
sprint is on. Tomaszow trying to pick up the 3 points. Jabierzik and Lomas right now second and third. Lola Bridget staying right with the lead group. It looks like this group is just content to stay where it is. 1, 2, 3 coming to the line to acquire the points. It is still Tomaszow. Now she kind of gives way. And there is a new leader heading into lap number 9, and it's Natalia Jabierzik from Poland.
And the results for the second intermediate sprint. 3 points goes to Jabierzik.
And now they begin to fan out, and now we're beginning to see the race develop. And that's Sally Intoff. And 3 have broken away. Julia Nizan in there as well from France.
Zaliczyła nasza reprezentantka
And Volker from Germany. Those are the front 3.
Maria Jędrzyk.
And there's a gap to Lobas and another gap to the next mini group headed by Lola Brigida. Now Lola Brigida beginning to get at that second level. Loma still right now in 4th. Kicks off Nizan, Volker, 1, 2, 3. And now they'll slow down the pace, catch their breath, and pause momentarily for what will be the stretch run here over the next
I mamy grupę
4 to 5
10
laps.
zawodniczych i 40 metrów różnicy. Następna czwórka.
It's Aurora Grinen Lobas from Norway. Taking a look, she's in the lead. There's the bell lap for the 12th lap, the last of the intermediate sprints. Lola Sintoff, Lola Brigida now 3rd.
I zwolniła czołowa dziesiątka.
Lola Bridget is
4 zawodniczki
content
dołączyły w tej
yet to
chwili
make
do
any
tej
kind of
grupy.
move.
Razem już w tym momencie
But it's
14
coming.
zawodniczek.
Just does not want to get blocked in, hemmed in. And now they spread across the ice. Lola Bridget is trying to stay in the clear as best as she can. She shuffled back to about 6. Yeah, there goes Lolas once
The
again.
results for the
Out to the head.
intermediate sprint. 3 points goes to Lucy Korbasova. 2 points, Abigail Merks.
So now inside the final 4 laps, Lola Brigida up to 3rd.
I proszę Państwa,
And it is Aurora Grinen Lobas out front.
Lucy Karwasowa, Republika Czech. Chyba dzięki Abigail Merks.
2 laps to go. Lobas, Intoff, Lola Brigida.
Norwegia.
Those are the front 3. And now we'll see what Lola Brigida, the Olympic bronze medalist, has in store. She has company, though. They are lined up, serpentining along. Looks like 10 of them, maybe 11.
Leading in the race.
Single file into now the final lap. And the game is on. Lobas takes a look, gets past Lola Brigida, swings wide. They're coming to the corner, and here we go. Fran Van Houte out in front. Lola Brigida is 3rd. The chase is on. It is Van Houte hearing the bell. 1 lap to go.
W tym momencie na miejscu numer
Mazur 2nd, Lola Brigida 3rd. Fran Van Houte trying to hold on. Lola Brigida making the move into the final quarter. Lola Brigida grabs the lead. Sophia Thorpe is up second. A hard move to the inside by Sophia Thorpe, trying to fend off Lola Brigida to the line. It's going to be a photo. Who took it? Did Thorpe pip Lola Brigida? What a race out of nowhere. No clarification yet, but Thorpe thinks she has it.
Results for mass start women. First place,
The world short track speed skating medalist from Russia to Denmark, from short track to long track. And Sophia Thorpe may have just gotten there ahead of Lola Brigida. It's a photo.
Fantastyczny bieg naszej pani Mazur. Brawo.
A phenomenal finish.
Dania przed Franceską.
And initially, by time, they have Thorpe winning the race, but we will hold everything. Watch this finish. It was a huge burst to the inside by Thorpe in the red and black. Lola Brigida making one last run. The blades extended.
Do tych ostatnich metrów walczyła nasza
And what will be the result?
reprezentantka.
There's the result. And it is Sophia Thorpe
A walka o to
by
naprawdę
1/100th of a second.
fantastyczna.
The 28-year-old claims the European Championship in mass start. Wow, what a moment. She's going to be watching her husband Victor in the Olympics next month, also racing for Denmark. And it has been a long and winding last few years for Sofia Prosvirnova Thorpe, culminating with a European mass start championship. The results are official. Thorpe gold, Lola Brigida silver. Fran Van Hote takes bronze. I had not mentioned Thorpe's name that entire race until the last corner. An impeccably timed move from the back of that first pack and thrusting her right into contention, and then out racing the Olympic bronze medalist Lola Brigida to the line.
Proszę Państwa, oczekujemy na
Oh
ostatnią
man,
konkurencję.
what a celebration it's going to be for the Thorpe family. Goodness, goodness. Congratulations.
Ale brawa. Jeszcze dla pań, szczególnie
And there's a look at Hannah Mazer finishing fourth. That's big for her as far as her
niezmiernie utalentowana
Olympic hopes on home ice.
Mazur.
But the spotlight shines brightest on Sophia Thorpe,
Ekipy trenerskiej
28-year-old,
z kadrami
who again, I mean, she was a force on the world short track scene for Russia for years, Olympian, then began racing for Denmark in 2023. Got married, her husband Victor also racing under the Denmark flag. He will be heading to the Olympics next month. Sophia didn't quite qualify, but
Tam jest ta praca.
what a moment, what a finish for her at the European Championships. This is what she has in front of her. Watch this finish. And by 1/100th of a second. European Championship to Sophia Thorpe of Denmark.
Po zakończeniu rywalizacji mężczyzn w Mastarcie będziemy mieli ceremonię tych dwóch dekoracji, tych dwóch ostatnich konkurencji. Tak więc ja jeszcze miałbym właśnie gorącą prośbę do Państwa, aby pozostać tu z nami do końca. Bawiliśmy się świetnie przez te 3 dni w Tomaszowskiej Arenie. Fantastyczne zawody, szczególnie satysfakcja, myślę, że niesamowita.
And now the men await
Naszych trenerów, dla naszych
their mass start moments here in Poland.
obejrzeć na niecały miesiąc przed Igrzyskami Olimpijskimi naprawdę bardzo, bardzo mocną ekipę.
And there are the two Polish skaters side by side.
Wszyscy co prawda
Slivka,
najważniejsi dojechali
Bacenek.
do Tomaszowa, ale te plany indywidualne przed najważniejszą imprezą.
10 overall medals for Team Poland.
Każdy ma tam jakieś specyficzne założenia, które chce swój
These who are just off the podium in the women's mass start. So 10 total for Poland coming into the very final race of the European Championships. And here's a list. And on the women's side, it was only Lola Bridge representing the top 10. She winds up winning silver. On the men's side, 3 of the top 8 are here. Giovannini, the world number 2, behind Jorrit Bergsma, who is not here. Bart Swings, the defending Olympic champion, currently world number 3, and Bart Tullerf, who was left off of the Olympic team for the Netherlands, but the world number 8. Something to prove here today. He's had a great history in this event as well. At the World Championships, top 5 the last couple of years in the mass start, world silver, and back in 23. And the rest of the field.
We are getting ready to start. Must start men. It's 4 minutes to the start.
I już mamy na lodzie
20 skaters on the ice.
w grupie 20 zawodników.
And there are the two Polish skaters.
Oczywiście
Hoping to end this European Championships just like it started. Sitting side by side, still dialoguing, kind of taking the moment, but you have to think they're also talking about, hey, how do you want to approach this race? What are we doing here? The expectations pretty low, frankly, for these two skaters this mass start, which sometimes can work to your advantage. Let's just go for it. When will we get this opportunity like this again? Home ice, Olympic year. The field, while solid, is not loaded. Maybe they can pull a big surprise.
A w gronie zawodników, proszę Państwa, będziemy mogli dzisiaj jeszcze oklaskiwać.
Dutch will be represented by Louis Hollard.
W tej konkurencji
Saw him with a
Andrea
really good race earlier today.
brązowy medalista
Pulver.
Bart Swings, Belgia. 4. zawodnik mistrzostw świata Bart Holwerf, reprezentant Niderlandów. 9. zawodnik mistrzostw świata
Diederik Engstrand,
7.
the right side of your screen in helmet 7.
reprezentant Belgii.
Fist bump with his teammate, Sigurd Hobo. Your sets in helmet number 8.
Ostatniej zamykającej Mistrzostwa Europy konkurencji biegu masowym.
And now ready for the introductions.
We are now ready for the skaters' introduction for the 2026 ISU European Championships Must Start Men. With cup number 1, representing Italy, Andrea Giovannini. With cup number 2, representing Belgium, Bart Swings. With the cup number 3, representing Netherlands, Bart Hulwerf. With the cup number 4, representing Austria, Gabriel Odor. With the cup number 5, representing Belgium, Indra Medar. With the cup number 6, representing France, Mathieu Bellois. And now welcome the rest of the skaters. Diederik Engstrand, Norway. Sigurd Holbodilsen, Norway. Alexander Fartofer, Austria. Marcin Bachanek, Poland. Botond Beijing, Hungary. Lukas Sekli, Slovakia. Mateusz Śliwka, Poland. Tadeusz Prochaska, Czechia. Valentin Thibault, France. Louis Hollar, the Netherlands. Riccardo Lorello, Italy. Tom Rudolph, Germany. Luca Matteo Stevens, Germany. Konrad Nagy, Hungary.
And there you have the introductions for the men's mass start. 20 skaters for the European title.
Ready.
Swings the reigning Olympic champion in helmet 2, a 3-time Olympian. Silver in the mass start in Pyeongchang, gold in Beijing. So off we go, the men's mass start. And we'll watch the two Polish skaters. I'm saying Pachanek in helmet number 10 and Slika in helmet number 13. We'll see if they are up to any tomfoolery in this race.
And it's 15 laps to go.
So one lap in and suddenly the game begins. And a couple of skaters rushing out to the lead. It's Luca Matteo Stevens of Germany and Alexander Falthofer from Austria. Right now 1-2. Hollar third.
No wiadomo, proszę Państwa, w sporcie cel jest jeden, zwycięstwo, ale taktyka jak do tego zwycięstwa dojść była różna.
Lots of different tactics and approaches, race-wide, individually, team-wide in the mass start.
Bardzo, bardzo interesujące.
This one starts a little bit quicker than normal. And we're now entering the first sprint lap.
The first intermediate sprint.
There are the top 8. Swings right now 7th.
Aktualnie reprezentant Węgier, Oton Beijing.
Bottom Beijing is currently leading in the race.
Oton Becci from Hungary right now in that 11 helmet. About to lay claim to the 3 points.
Zapisujemy właśnie na
Now the
konto
pace should slow. Stevens of Germany
Results for the first
the,
intermediate sprint. 3
blow
points
by.
goes to Bottom Beijing.
So
2
3 points.
Stevens. 1 point Hollar.
To Becci, to Stevens, 1-2. Louis Hollar. A couple of skaters almost pushing skaters a different direction so they can get exactly where they want to be on the ice. Watch Becci in the number 11 helmet on the right side of your screen. He's very active with his hands, moving guys almost like pieces on a chessboard. You go here, I want to go here. Pawn to rook 4. Now they line up. 1-20. Hollar, Lorello, swings third. Giovannini right now 4th. Giovannini, the reigning world champion last year. You see Lorello in the 17, Giovannini in the 1. The Italians right now 2-3. The Dutch 1-4. Entering the 8th lap, the second
This is the
intermediate
second
sprint lap.
intermediate sprint.
Bulwerf right now in 4th position, towers over the front 3. See if anybody wants to take charge here and try to steal these 3 points. It looks like Tom Rudolph of Germany is going to be that guy.
Rudolf, reprezentant Niemiec na prowadzeniu.
So Rudolph on his way to grabbing 3 points.
Zdobywa 3 małe punkty.
We'll see how his pace looks after those 3 points.
And the results. for
Still
the
trying to
second
push the tempo a
intermediate
bit.
sprint. 3 points goes to Tom Rudolph. 2 points. Luca Matteo
Still a
Stevens.
very manageable deficit. Stevens picked up 2 points. Hollar grabbed another. So we're now inside the back half of the race. There is Tom Rudolph from Germany, the 24-year-old, still in front.
And it's 7 laps to go.
Raced ahead to grab the 3 points at the end of that 8th lap, still in charge here. This is not a full-fledged breakaway, though. Well within sights of Polar and Giovannini and company. But the lead does slightly continue to grow for Rudolph. Not expending a lot of energy to maintain this lead as Rudolph moves into lap 11. Giovannini 4th, swings 6th. There's the back 19, still Rudolph on top. Now into the final of the intermediate sprint laps, it's still Rudolph. And now we'll see how the pace looks behind him. Rudolph is coasting along. It looks like Lukas Stekli, number 12, is now bearing in on maybe grabbing the 3 points. The two Italians begin to make a move. Lorello and Giovannini just drafting off of him, and the two Italians head to the front. And there they are, Lorello in the 17. Andrea Giovannini, the world number 2. And the reigning world champion in the mass start. Right now, 2nd. Hulwerf, 3rd. Now this gets interesting. The surprise, perhaps, is that Lorello is leading the pace because all the big names are right behind him. Giovannini, Hulwerf, swings. About 2.5 laps to go. Now this really comes down to what does Lorello have left? Can he actually steal this one? He's put himself right in the mix. Giovannini behind him, then Hulwerf, then swings. And then it's Medard of Belgium. I mean, right now it is anybody's gold, anybody's European title. And now it is on. There goes Bard, swings in the number 2, left side of your screen, swings to the lead. Approaching the final lap, Bard swings in front. And Valentin Thibault of France has moved all the way up into 2nd. Giovannini 3rd, and swings, puts his head down, throttles up, and Giovannini trying to hunt him down, as is Hulwerf. It is Bart Swings, the defending Olympic champion, around the final corner. Hulwerf and Giovannini are running out of room. Here's Bart Swings, still holding on. Hulwerf can't get there, and Bart Swings is your European champion. Bart Hulwerf 2nd, Giovannini 3rd. A game effort by Thibault, finishing 4th. And one of the final tune-ups for the defending Olympic champion, Bart Swings. Passes with flying colors in Poland. Swings has only been on one World Cup Mass Start podium this year, but his run up to Milano Cortina looks very strong. Because Hulwerf and Giovannini, I mean, they gave their best to try and track him down. And you can see with a couple meters to go, Hulwerf just slumps the shoulders and said, I can't get you. Too good today. And the 34-year-old swings, says, don't count me out at all. I have an Olympic title to defend. And now finally an exhausted smile across the face of Bart Swings. I mean, he's been the guy. He's been the guy to beat at the Olympics and the mass start for, gosh, almost a decade now. Silver in Pyeongchang, gold over Chung and Lee in Beijing, and I mean, he's not going anywhere yet. Giovannini will win bronze today. Lorello wound up fifth. So the racing ends in Tomaszow Mazowiecki.
Proszę Państwa,
Poland will finish with 10 total medals, men and women's sides.
startów
And this will be an unforgettable
to
3 days
za moment.
at the ice arena for Team Poland.
Ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us. We will soon start the victory ceremony for Mustard women and Mustard men.
Well, there is one more event before the Winter Olympic Games in Italy next month. We'll be right back with you in a couple of weeks' time from Innsbruck, Germany, the final World Cup event prior to the Winter Olympic Games in Italy. The results from the men's mass start: Swings, Hulwerf, Giovannini. And Thibaut with 10 points finishes just off the podium in fourth. Six golds for Team Poland in a 10 European Championship bounty. And Bart Swings will lay claim to the final gold medal here at Tomaszow Mazowiecki. Swings claiming the men's mass starts after Sophia Thorup surprised on the women's side with a gold in the women's mass start. That will wrap things up, concluding our coverage from Tomaszow Mazowiecki. On behalf of our entire crew, Patrick Keane is saying thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. World Cup stop in Innsbruck in 2 weeks' time, and then off to the Olympics in Italy in a little more than 30 days. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So long from Tomaszow Mazowiecki in Poland, the 2026 ISU European Speed Skating Championships. Thanks for watching. So long.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the victory ceremony for 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Championships Must Start Women. Bronze medalist, representing Belgium, Fran van Houten. Silver medalist, representing Italy, Francesca Lollobrigida. Medals and local gifts are being presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Tomaszow, and the President of Polish Speed Skating Association, Mr. Rafał Katarko. Francesca Lollobrigida, gold medalist and 2026 ISU European Champion, Must Start Women, representing Denmark, Sophie Toru. Sophie Toru. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise for the national anthem of Denmark. Congratulations to the 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Champion and medalist, Must Start Women.
Sophie Toru Dania, Francesca Lollobrigida Włochy oraz Fran van Houten Belgia to trójka medalistek.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the victory ceremony for the 2026 ISU Speed Skating European Championships Masters Men. Bronze medalist, representing Italy, Andrea Giovannini. The medals and local gifts are being presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Albert Hazelhoff, and the President of Polish Speed Skating Association, Mr. Rafał Tatarów. Andrea Giovannini. Silver medalist, representing the Netherlands, Bart Hulwerf. Gold medalist and 2026 ISU European Champion, Master Men, representing Belgium, Bart Swings. Bart Swings. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise for the national anthem of Belgium.
Państwa